Hi, in this chapter we are going to talk about tags. In this chapter we are going to learn about what is tag, what is the tag structure, what are the tag types, and how you can modify an HTML code. We are going to create a very simple page printing our names so that we learn how to write and code in HTML. And then we are going to learn how to create a new line. Okay, now first of all, what is a tag? A tag is an HTML command. Actually, tags are the building blocks for HTML language. So, in order to write a tag, you simply write its name surrounded with angle brackets, like this. Angle bracket, body. Body is the name of an HTML tag. Of course, throughout this course, you are going to learn more and more tags and how to use them. So you have, for example, body. Body tag, for example, means this is the body or the contents of the page. Title is its title, and head section is the main source of information regarding your document. And HTML is the tag that marks the start of an HTML code. Okay, now a tag is constructed from three main three main elements. First of all, the element itself. Element represents the tag name. So, for example, you have HTML, head, title, body. This is the element name. Then we have attribute. For example, if you have a font tag, for example, in order to write a font, I may have some attributes to modify its font face, its size, its color. So a color is an attribute of the tag itself. Then we have a value. Value, of course, is the value for the attribute. Like, for example, if I need to modify the font to be of size 5. So font is the tag, size is the attribute, and 5 is its value. You write the value surrounded with double quotations or single quotations, or you can write it without any quotations. But of course, now we are having much more standards. So tag values or attribute values must be surrounded with either single quote or double quotation. Both are valid. Okay. Just some few information that some tags are constructed from an element only. Okay, so you don't have an attribute or a value, of course. Okay, but some other tags may have an element, an attribute, and a value. So this means that the element is a mandatory part of the tag construction, while attributes and values are optional. Also, when writing tags, HTML code is case insensitive. This means that HTML does not differentiate between capital or small letters. So you can write or in capital or in small or a mix. It doesn't matter. For HTML, it is the same. But for us, we're going to follow a convention that the tag name will be written in all capital letters so that we differentiate between HTML code and the normal text. But as I said, this is a convention, not mandatory. Let's take an example. If we have a tag like this, font color equals red. Font is the element. This means I need to write a font. Color is its attribute. I need to modify its color. And red is its value. So I need to modify or write a font having color red. Okay. We have two types of tags. Container tags is the first type. Container tag means that it contains something between the tags. For example, if I'm using tag named I italic, this is to make the font italic. So this italic is composed of three parts. The opening tag, where it opens like this. You write the name of the tag normally between angle brackets. Then the contents, whatever you need to write in italic. Then the closing tag. The closing tag is the same as the opening tag, but you have a slash before the tag name. So this is the syntax of the tag. So in this case, whenever I see something like this, this means that the text Mustafa will be written in italic. We have something called empty tags. Okay, empty tags do not require to have contents. For example, if you need to create a new line, well, a new line does not contain anything. So in this case, we call this an empty tag. This means it does not contain anything, or it does not have any effect on anything in between. While italic, for example, has an effect that this text will be written in italic. Okay, now let us start with our first example. We need to write our name in a web page. First of all, you use any text editor as we mentioned, like Notepad. So I'm going to start run and type Notepad. Okay. Let us take a ready-made example. You can type this text. Let me increase the font size. Okay, this is very simple. You write HTML. HTML tag means I'm starting a new HTML page. Head of a page is normally its main contents. It gives information about the page. One of the information that is required is the title of the page that appears here. Like for example here, the title is Untitled Notepad. So we have changed the title to be Welcome to my first page. Okay, take care that this is the opening tag. Okay, this is the contents and this is the closing tag. You close with the same opening tag but prefix it with a slash. Then we close the head. Okay, so my information regarding the page has ended. Now I need to start the contents of the page. So you write body tag and write your own contents. My name is Mustafa, for example. Then you close the body, then you close the HTML tag. Very simple page requiring a name to be displayed. Now let us save and do some tricks here. I'm going to save it on desktop, for example. I'm going to name this as first.html. Now take care that regarding the extension, it can be HTML or HTM. Actually, there is no difference between both of them, but what happened in the early computers, like file extension was allowed to be 3 characters as maximum, while of course with modern you have much more flexibility in this. So they modified the extension to allow HTML to describe the whole name of the language. Okay, now I'm going to navigate to my desktop. This is first.html. Take care because sometimes your extension is hidden. So you may see it first.html, but there is an extension added as text. So take care of one small thing. Simply, if you have Windows 8 like what I have, you can open File Explorer, then go to View, and you have here an option called File Name Extensions. You need to show the file name extension. so that you make sure that whatever is here is first.html. Normally, if you don't show extensions and save the file, then show the extension, then it shows like this. But of course, this is wrong. This is not an HTML page, so you need to edit and make sure that your file is named first.html. Now, if you click it, it is going to open in your default browser. I have here Google Chrome as my default browser. Now let us analyze. Now this is the title. Welcome to my first page. This is what appears in the title of the browser and as a tooltip, and in the taskbar you can see this is the same text written along with the tooltip text from Windows, and this is my text displayed. Of course, in a browser you can right click and click view source. You can see this is my source. Well, HTML tags, of course, are not written in the page. Its effect is what appears in the page. So I have here my name is Mustafa. But as you can see that I cannot modify this text. So what if I need to modify this source code? It's simple. Simply open again Notepad and you can drag the file here. Now I need to create a new line and write I am an engineer. Then save the file. You can open the file in order to open in the browser. Now there is very an important note that though I have written this in a new line, it did not have effect. Why is that? Because it is so simple. HTML does not recognize your new line in Notepad. In order to create a new line, you must use a tag to create a new line. So in this case, our tag is named BR, break. Whenever you write BR, this means mark a new line. Now I'm going to save, return back to my browser window and refresh using F5. Now you have the new line written in a new line. This is what I requested to have. Okay, so let us summarize whatever we have written. We are going to have them side by side. Now, as I said before, that HTML marks the start of an HTML page. This means I do not have normal text. Take care that I'm using Notepad in order to write my HTML code. So in this case, HTML means that I'm starting a new HTML code. Now, head has some information regarding your page. One of the information is its title. Now, this is the title of the page, then close the head. Body marks the start of my contents. BR is a tag to create a new line. Then close your body, close your HTML and take care of the syntax. Okay, so in this case we have created our first page and we have learned how to modify it and how to create a new line. Okay, so in order to summarize what we have learned in this chapter, we have created our first HTML page. We have learned about the structure of HTML page. We have written our names and we have learned how to create a new line. So this is the end of chapter 2. See you guys in chapter 3. Thank you.